Hello viewers, welcome to Core for Any. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Let us accept inside today we need to see this here. How can accept and decline the booking right request? Need to see this here with the API callings. First of all, need to how can listens here the new request inside the socket IO. Need to integrate only the home page globally. Declarations need to explain in details letters, but now need to home page only need to set like these configurations. First of all, need this here the socket IO class understands already explained in the some previous video before, but now need to directly explain here how can possible. So need to give this here the short overview for the socket IO management class. First of all, need to go this here the our class management common class, and to go here the socket manager class need to develop here. First of all, need to create here the singletons class. Then need to initialize and connect with the node servers. Need to like this here the write down here the codes, and then after need to write down here the on listen connect events need to write here, and then after need to one by one the listening here the events and to calling this here, and also need to like this here the calls updates. If you connect first time, then need to send here the this is the our socket id like this identify inside the servers. Need to set this here specific this user and to configure like this here settings here. If you need here the explain in details, I will provide here the info playlist inside info box inside into given this here the this video links, and detail in explains how can work here the socket IO management class. Need to details in this video provided, but now need to call here the new booking request, and to calling this here first of all need to integrate here the sockets IO. First of all need to go this here the support message, and need this here the copy here the this function class. Need this here the socket receivers. Need this here inside the home page. Now only this listens only the home page. Later we need to explain how can possible to globally access any page and any app inside. We need to get this here the sockets, but now need to explain here the only home page inside the listening this data. Now need to go inside the homes, and to need this here to paste this here, and to check this here the user type only two, then need to integrate here, otherwise no needs any integrations for the socket IO. First of all need to set this here, need to configure here the socket management class are the importing here, and to give this here the listens needs here. First of all to explain here the need to send here the new request, give this here the events names. User can booking the rides, then to get this here near if nearby these drivers, then to get this here the request like this. You need to set here and to get inside the data, and to also need to print this here this data like this. You need to set this here, and then after you need to check this here payloads success or status are success. Then to get this here the data, need to gets here the maps value. Need to get here specific only one writes information, so need to get that's one to convert into the maps. So need to sending here and to receive this here like this, and to set here. Now most important works here, need to get here data, but we need to pass on the request trip request page inside. Need to pass this data because need to gets only the here data, but not sending any operations, not creating here like this. But we need to need this here the open one screens for the trip request. Already previous some video before need to creating say the trip request UI need to develop. Now need to directly use this here. First of all need to go find out here the view trip request view. Need to go here and to give this here pass here the value. Need this here the booking related information for this page, and to set here. First of all need to set this here. Now need to write down here the maps, and to give this here the name b objects like this. You need to set this here means booking objects. You need to set this here the short name for the b objects like this sets here, and then after you need to set here the required fields. You need to set here these dots. You need to write down here the b object like this passing here, and to save this here like this. Need to configure. Now need to get here this data, then need to call this here the context. And to first of all check if mount, then possible this callings, otherwise not calls not working here. So need to first of all check this here the is mount, then after need to give this here the context. Need to use this here the extension methods for the push. Need to call here and to write down here the tips. This is the shortcuts you need to create here, the push methods inside the extension class. Need to write down here the navigation push this dot materials page routes, and to give this here the widgets you need to pass this here. Like this need to create here the extensions methods of the stateful widgets. You need to creating here. This is the build context. You need to write down like this context. Now we need to pass this here the push and to write down here and to call this here the tip request view, and to pass this here the value as a booking request, new request need to receive paste this here and to semicolons like this need to write down here, and to get this here the data need to get here, and then after we need to check here and to set this here the data. First of all need to go here and to give this here the geolocations, you need to pass this here for here. First of all need to convert into the initial map, need to set this here double try parse, and to use this here the widgets dots be objects, and to give this here the key names need to set here the pickup latitudes and longitudes, need to set this here the pickup value, need to pass this here and to write down here like this value, and to write down here the double quotes, maybe directly give this here the true string is based like this, and to set here the question mark, and to by default need to give this here the 00. If you not gets any value, then to not crashing here the apps need to, that's why I need to give this here the value like this settings here. Now need to give this here the pickup longitude, so need to pass this here pickup long variables. Now given this like here the value, and to setting this here, and also need to change this here the locations specific this part to this part, so need to given like this set here button to later create and to add observers. Then after we need to some UI configurations, we need to set this here the estimate times, and need to set here estimate times in minutes like this, and we need to write down here the widgets dots widgets dots need to go this here the not here dots, and to pass this here times we need to give this here the estimates est durations, we need to given this here est durations, and minutes need to pass this here. If you not get, then to pass here the blank like this. Then after same as we need to give this here the estimate kilometers, so need to set this here the years, and to write down here the estimate total distance in kilometers. Then after we need to give this here the amounts, need to pass here estimate amounts. Given this here the value of the amounts, need to give this here ATM AMT like this set here the AMT value, need to pass this here. And then after we need to check this here the ratings not available, that's why need to now need to set here by default high. If you integrate here the ratings, then after we need to set this here the rating for this user, so need to given this here, but now need to statically set here high, not matters here now, but we need to write complete, then we need to get here ratings, then after we need to change this here the this logics, but now need to call this here direct statically set here. And then after need to check here the address fields, and to give this here the first one is the this is the pickup, and to give this here the pickup address use here dollars, and to use this here the widgets, and to give this here be objects, and to pass this here pickup address, and to write down here like this. Then after need to give this here the drop of address need to given this years for this write request, and to set this years and to write down here drop address like this set years. And to commit this code. And now we need to need this here the two API. First of all, need to declare here the two API, add accepts and declines. Need this like here. Need this here. First of all, need to go this here the globals and to define here the two API. First one API are the write request accept and write request declines. Need to like this two API need to calling here. Driver request accept, write accept, and rider decline request. Save these here like this. Need to set here to API and to callings one by one. First of all, need to go inside the trip request here and to write down here the one functions. To write down here to do API call, API calling like this set here and to write down here the void and to calling this here the API. Go inside the support list view and to copy here the one API and to put this here. Imports here the library inside and to give this here the socket managers, and then after need to getting this here the response extensions, and now need to change this here the API names SV and to write down here API accept, right, driver accept writes, and to set here the API token true like this. We need to set this here and also need to scaffold managers need to use this the context and to give this here the show snack bars need to given this here and to set here the context. Print here the message like this, and also need to pop out the screen. Context dot use this here extension methods pops. Methods need to calling this here like this. Then after need to write down here the parameters. First of all, we need to give this here the booking ID. Then after, we need to pass this here. Write request, we need to give this here the request dot b objects, we need to pass here the booking ID to string like this sets here. And then after request token widgets dot b objects and to pass this here request token and to pass this like value. Also need here the socket and to remove here and to calling this here the like accept request. Now set here the declines request decline right and to pass this here the sv driver decline and to pop the screens and to set here success. Like this we need to setting this here and then after we need to call here no thanks inside we need to give this here service calls to API decline call here and then after we need to here accept API accept like this we need to set here to cut here and to also need to give this here the push we need to needs but we need to later explain how can move inside the right details directly but we need to later explain to now to set here comments need to put this here like this. Now we need to save this here. Now we need to manage here the pins we need to put this here inside the add markers we need to creating here the pins we need to set this here the static markers we need to set here pop-up pins and add markers we need to check this here which place to call here add markers. First of all need to give this here the pickup pins and drop pins need to set here and to give this here the points need to use here first of all need to go copy need to give us here copy here this value. See, this is for pickups. Now need to set here that for drops like this set here for drops and to write here the drop attitudes like this set six. Same as need to give in this here the drop up here and drawing here the roads and to give this here the road width need to set this here the pi and to calling this here like this need to configurations and to set this here the informations are all configurations are the done and now need to test times need to unuse need to comments here codes save here. Now need to creating here the one request for this booking the rides and to test this here. I need to restart here this app first of all. Now this is the configuration. Now driver is online. Now need to like this ads here and to set here. Now need to check here the another device, need to minimize it. And to create like this here the request, first of all need to book here and to check here the logs as well as receive or not. So need to set this here the breakpoints. Go inside the home view and to set here the breakpoints and like this console. Now need to book right here, not displaying, maybe need to server's IP issue, that's why not displaying here image, but need to set here letters, but we need to fix letters. Now need to select any rights, need to select here and to book this rights, and to get this here the this request need to get here the data related to bookings, and to get here the list payloads need to get this here inside the array. Maybe issue with here the array, need to parse here the maps, need to fix this here. Booking array and need to check here b array dot length more than 0 is not empty, like set here. Now need to again restart this app. Now again book here the rights and to test against. Again need to click select here rights and to click this here book. Already booked means we need to delete old send request, need to delete here first of all. Now again sends, I have deleted and to send request, and again need to get this here the request and to call this years and to check this years so not. Now need to receive years and to continue and to calling this years, but to not displaying goods need to set this here the data and times need to displaying here, and to like this drawing here the path as well as need to not need to fix this here and to accept buttons. Now need to click on the accept buttons and to calling this here the API server internet, and to later fix this here the issue. First of all fix this issue and to fix this here the titles. First of all need to set this here the title issue. Find out here the address, pickup and drops, so need to need this years trip details, booking address, pickup address, and to write down here the expand widgets dot expand like this, and also need to same as the drop of address. Fix this here the this issue. Now this is the fix and to check this years. Now need to also need to check here the fix here the error issue. Need to check here. Um, Unknown column the accept times, so need to, that's why I need to not breaking here, so need to check this here, maybe typo. Yes, here typo, that's why not breaking this here. Column become column inside the typo, that's why need to change this here the right spelling, but we need to change this here column names wise. replace walls and to set this years and to now need to restart years and to set this years. Now again need to call this here the request and to close this years. No thanks. Open in Reddit. Yep. Again need to send this here the request and to test again. Select here rights, book rights and to get this here the request and to display here this value and to display this value. Now need to tab on accept. Need to click this here. Your right accepted are the successfully. Need to get this here and this right are the accept done. Like this need to accept API are the calls and now need to directly delete these rights. Need to set here not possible. So need to cancel first. Need to later explains how can cancels and to set like this here. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any question, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.